Texas Chainsaw 3D star Alexandra Daddario says the filming location may be haunted. About a year and a half ago, Texas Chainsaw 3D, Watch It Here, star Alexandra Daddario gave an interview where she had some interesting things to say about her time working on the film, which just celebrated its 10th anniversary earlier this month. Daddario revealed that she had tried to get the "do you thing" "'cause" line cut, and that she is very grateful to have been in the movie. Not just because she was having trouble getting work at the time, but also because there were severe issues to overcome during the production, and it taught her what happens when things go wrong, what happens when things go right, why did they go wrong, why shouldn't they have happened, how does the studio get involved when something goes wrong, how studios interact with projects. Now, during a new interview on The Kelly Clarkson Show, Daddario seems to have also revealed that Texas Chainsaw 3D was filmed in a house that is said to be haunted. When asked if she has ever experienced anything supernatural, Daddario replied that she hasn't personally, but there was one time I was shooting a film in Louisiana and I was in a little town outside of a place called Shreveport. One of the members of the crew, a girl, starts crying outside of the house we were shooting in. She said, I can't go in there. There's a woman in the corner of the room saying, what are you all doing in my house? Get out of my house. And she said, I can't go in there, and she wouldn't come into work. And then later that day, we all found out the husband, the owner of the house, said, my wife passed away in that room. And there was no way for her to know about it. But I didn't see the ghost. But that always creeps me out because I've never found an explanation for it. Texas Chainsaw 3D seems to be the most likely film shoot for Daddario to be talking about, because the primary location in that movie is in the small town of Mansfield, Louisiana, not far from Shreveport. With a story credited to Steven Susko, Adam Marcus, and Deborah Sullivan, and a screenplay by Marcus, Sullivan, and Kirsten Elms, Texas Chainsaw 3D has the following synopsis. Decades ago, residents of Newt, Texas, long suspected that the Sawyer family was responsible for the disappearances of many people. When their suspicions finally were confirmed, vigilantes torched the Sawyer compound and killed every member of the family, or so they thought. Much later, a young woman named Heather, Alexandra Daddario, learns that she has inherited Texas property from an unknown relative, and she is unaware of horrors that await in the mansion's dank cellar. The film was directed by John Lewessenhop. Daddario was joined in the cast by Tremaine Trey-Songs Neverson, Scott Eastwood, Tanya Raymond, Sean Sipos, Karen Maliki Sanchez, James McDonald, Tom Barry, Paul Ray, Richard Reilly, John Dugan, Bill Moseley, Gunnar Hansen, and Marilyn Burns, with Dan Yeager as Leatherface. Are you a fan of Texas Chainsaw 3D, and have you ever experienced anything like the ghost encounter Daddario described? Let us know by leaving a comment below.